How's it going, everyone? Hope you're all well and looking after yourselves as always. Mr. Boulder back today with a long overdue video. I was supposed to do this about 6-7 weeks ago, but I was recording with other Concrete Gods at the time, so it kind of fell by the wayside. But I'm back here to do it at last. This is my video for my honourable mentions for my top 20 albums of 2022. Not too much to show you, so this video won't take too long. I'm going to kick off with a couple of EPs first. First up is Josh Keach, and this is Warrior in the Clouds Part 1. Josh is a friend of mine, great guy, excellent guitar player, and he's definitely wearing his influences on his sleeve here. There's plenty of thrash metal in here, there's some traditional heavy metal as well, and a great instrumental EP from Josh. My favourites on this are definitely Desolation and Extremis. Death Ritual, Faded Feelings is really good as well. Warrior in the Clouds. Nice EP from Josh. Really enjoy this one. Reminds me of the likes of, obviously, instrumental players such as Satriani and Steve Vai, that kind of thing. An excellent release from Josh. He's working on the follow-up now, so I'm looking forward to hearing that when it finally comes out. So that's first up. Josh Keach, Warrior in the Clouds Part 1. Excellent EP from him. Another excellent EP, which I really enjoyed last year. This is Violence and Let the World Burn. I know a lot of people are underwhelmed when this come out. Certainly not me. I've really enjoyed this one. Excellent calibre of musicians on this. You've got Sean Killen here, Phil Demmel, Perry Strickland on the drums, Bobby Gustafson on guitars, who has since left, and Christian Olwolbers, formerly of Fear Factory, on the bass. Nice 5-song EP from these guys. First track's my favourite, Flesh and Bone. The riffing's fantastic. Great vocals from Sean Killen. Screaming Always is a great track. Upon the Cross, title track, Let the World Burn. Excellent EP from Violence. I really enjoyed this one. I don't understand why some people didn't, but we're all different, I guess. And that's a great little EP from Violence from last year. Excellent stuff. Great thrash in these Bay Area guys. This is their first release for a very long time. Really enjoy this one. Another great album, and this is Scorpions and Rock Believer. These veterans coming back and delivering a really decent album. There's only one reason this didn't make my top 20, and that's because this album, whereas I enjoy it, it doesn't blow me away at any point, but at the same time it doesn't disappoint me at all. How many tracks we've got? 11 tracks, catchy stuff, simple rock and roll. Klaus Meine and the guys back with a really good release. And like I said, there's nothing on it that blows me away, but there's nothing that disappoints me either. Everything else on it is really solid. Gas in the Tank, Roots in My Boots, Knock 'em Dead, Rock Believer, Hot and Cold, Peacemaker. Some shitty lyrics on this, that has to be said. Some of the lyrics are quite laughable. But great songs, an enjoyable album. Mickey D on the drums for me has definitely breathed a bit of fresh life into these guys. The Scorpions Rock Believer didn't make the top 20, but still a really decent listen. I can listen to every track and enjoy it, and it's all good. Up next, some death metal, and this is Autopsy, and I can't remember the title. Morbidity Triumphant. Good album. Some of this I really enjoy, but I won't lie, there's a few tracks on this that kind of pass me by and don't really stick in the memory. But another solid release from these guys. Stab Brain, the first song. There's a nice time change in that I really enjoy. Catchy stuff. Born in Blood, Final Frost, Skin by Skin, Maggots in the Mirror. You know what you're going to get of Autopsy. You want Autopsy, you get Autopsy. It's simplistic, mid-paced death metal. Excellent stuff from Chris Reifert and the guys. And a nice release, but a few tracks kind of don't really stick out in the memory for me, and that's why it didn't make the top 20, but still a good release, no doubt about it. Some more death metal for me, entry-level death metal. This is Jungle Rot. And A Call to Arms. Good album, this. As far as death metal goes, it's not really brutal, so it's quite accessible to those who are maybe looking at dipping their toes into the genre. Great release from these guys. The title track, Call to Arms, is great. Beyond the Grave's good. Vengeance and Bloodlust. All excellent stuff. Side B. Maggot Infested, Haunted Future, Total Extinction. A decent album. Again, this is a little bit like the Scorpions one. It doesn't blow me away, but I still enjoy all the songs on it. Nice riffs on this as well. I like the vocals. And just nice sort of simplistic death metal, really, which is really good stuff and enjoyable. Not good enough to make the 20, but still a decent album, still a decent listen, and I enjoy it. some death metal stroke gore grind now, and this is the latest one from Exhumed, and it's just simply titled To the Dead. Some of this I really enjoy, but again, a little bit of a similar sort of story with the Autopsy albums. A few tracks on this that kind of pass me by and don't really stick out in the memory, but I really like it. It's brutal, punishing stuff. Carbonizer is a great track. Drained of Colour is great stuff. Undertaking Overkilled. No Headstone Unturned. Defecated, probably my favourite song on the album. The vocals in that are fantastic. The vocals throughout the whole thing are fantastic. Really, really good vocals. The riffs are punishing. The drums are really sort of pounding, but just a few tracks kind of passed me by. But still a decent release. Exhumed To the Dead. It was a really nice pickup that I grabbed later on in the year, and I really enjoy that one. An album from a new sort of age rock band. This is Florence Black, who I discovered through a podcast that used to feature pretty much just new bands, and they talked about these guys a lot. Checked it out and really enjoyed it. And this is a great album. This is produced brilliantly. Guitar tone's fantastic. Vocals are great. The drums sound fantastic. Just an easy to listen to album. Stuff like Inside Out, On the Ropes, Sun and Moon, Groove Street, Black Cat, So Far Away, and The Light. Yeah, just straight up hard rock, really. Produced well, great vocals, decent album. I like this one a lot. I really, really sort of enjoy discovering some new bands, no doubt about it. And this is definitely one of the best from the last sort of 5-10 years. Florence Black with their album Weight of the World. If you're into your sort of a hard rock with an updated sound, definitely worth a listen. And one more to talk about, and this is Undeath, and It's Time to Rise from the Grave. Great death metal from these guys. Hasn't quite lived up to the hype for me, but I still really enjoy this one. It's definitely old school sounding death metal. Nice vocals. The title track on this is excellent, but Fiend for Corpses is great as well. Defiled Again, The Funeral Within, Human Chandelier, Trampled Headstones, old school death metal done the right way. Nice vocals, great riffs, but yeah, it just hasn't quite lived up to its hype for me. But an album that I still really enjoy, and definitely glad I picked it up. I think these guys have got another full length out there which I need to grab. But Undeath, It's Time to Rise from the Grave. There's a nice solid slab of death metal, which is really, really good stuff, and I really enjoy it a lot. Right, guys, that's it. Short and sweet. Cheers for watching, as always. And get in the comment section, as per usual. Let me know what you think about these albums yourself. I should be back with you soon. Don't know what I'm doing next. But until then, cheers, take care, and I'll see you later. Bye.